There was one video where I had stated I was doing channeling and I was kind of doing a little prayer. I'd seen or heard other people do it with YouTube, and I wanted to do it just to see how it felt. And so it goes like this. It was just basically, please God, allow your word to flow through me. Please allow the word to be all of you and none of me. We'll let these people hear what they need to hear. Something to that effect, right? The focus is asking the words to be all of God and none of me. I said it on the I said it on the video and I said it once. Hadn't said it out loud previously. Thought it, said it in my head. There's a difference between saying things in your head and saying things out loud, because as we say things out loud, it becomes sound, and sound creates. Sound, light, and shapes create. They are the secret, the builders of life. So I said it in the video. I was like, okay, it felt good, to like preface with people that we're doing something special here. This isn't just me, hey, look at me, I'm telling my life story. And I'm doing this because something called God is telling me to do all this. And this has been and this isn't just like, oh, I'm going to try this next trend. The things that are happening and being shown to me really is a full circle moment where I am seeing how everything in my life has been building up to what I am meant to be. And if you are over 40, it's probably doing the same for you. And I don't say that because, oh, we're getting old, it's a midlife crisis. I'm saying that because you've had 40 years of lessons. You've gone through all the planets, there's things that affect us and stages of life. And by the time you reach your 40s, there are circles and cycles that are being completed that you get to now renew or like revisit to integrate and see what you learned, right? And the next 40 years are us really and truly applying what we're learning. So it is beautiful to become middle-aged, let me tell you. I am just loving it. And then, but also, okay, I started with this, the God thing. The words being all of God and none of me, but I am God and God is me. So the words are us. And his wisdom mixed with my experiences is what the word is. That's why I am the vessel. My name's Deb. I like to share the human experience to help others with their human experience. So join me if this seems to resonate for you. This is what we do here. And that message, most commonly when I start these videos, I have too many messages coming in. So I never know which one is going to come out and flow. And I can be literally saying things in my head like I'm going to plan and prepare and say these words next, and something else comes through my voice box. Now, if you haven't experienced that, when you do, you might call yourself psychotic. No, but I can tell that it's flow, it's source energy. It is the oneness that is it's just there. I don't have to think. I don't have to mask. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to perform. I just be. Now, whether me just being is successful on YouTube or not, that's for God to decide. But for me to follow the calling of God, to get on here and do this and trust that it is meant to create whatever ripple butterfly effect that is meant to make, even if it's for, I mean, many hobbies we're called to simply so that we can fail, so that we can get to what we're meant to do faster. I'm going to say that again. We can feel called to do many activities, and there are times that we fail at them, and you have I hate saying the word have, and I hate saying the word hate. Okay, let's reset. Tune into your heart and see what your heart says. If your heart leads you down a road that you seem to be failing at, that's where you get a chance to make a choice using your discernment and using your soul's evolution of which direction you're going to go. Sometimes if we're failing at something, we do have to push through it. Like, we don't have to, but sometimes it is an amazing, the reward if we choose to push through that is amazing. And pushing through is an excellent choice. Then there's a different choice. And sometimes failing means it's okay to fail. Sometimes it's okay to say, that's not for me, and I'm going to go to where it is for me. So for every no that you come across, you get closer to your ultimate yes, your chief aim, if you will. I think it was Neville Goddard that talked about the chief aim. Was he the one that wrote? Maybe it was Napoleon Hill of thinking how to grow rich. Either way, one of those. Both great men, both dead. Go look them up. They were, some people would call those people ahead of their time. I think during the time they said they were ahead of the time. No, they were right on time, and their works were silenced at the time. And now they're not being silenced, but they can be changed because now it's all electronic. And so now history can be rewritten. If you're alive, I think this video really is. If you're 40 and older, there's a lot of stuff in this video for you, because we were born in a generation where we have raw knowledge that we had to go to a library to obtain. Okay? Library. There's no government walking into a library and changing printed books. They will remove books. Yes, books have been removed. And then we watched the birthing of worldwide connection. And they called it web. And the web is because there is a darkness that encompasses Earth. I don't know if, I do not, at this point, I do not believe Earth is a solid physical rock. It is all, the Earth itself is also vibration. Okay, we'll go into that in a moment because I did want to talk about Earth today. I'm going to take a drink real fast. Thank you for joining me. This is, I'm going to pause and sidetrack and trust that I can go back to the subject because that's how flow works. Thank you for listening and watching. This channel is young and it is growing. And it is my intention to put out messages that people are energetically need to hear, want to hear. It's what their energy needs to hear vibrationally to be able to activate them to their next level. So if you're watching this, prepare to be activated to your next level if you choose it. You can always choose not to go to the next level. And there's no shame in that. This thing on Earth puts a lot of shame on that. If you're fine, like if you don't have that burning desire to be more and do it, that's fine. Then play small, be small. Ants are great, strong creatures, and they're small in our world. But if there is something more that you feel in your bones, rise to it. Call to it. Make the choice to level up. It's not always joy, sunshine, and happy. In fact, it's a lot of the opposite. It's proving how strong you are. People go to climb mountains to prove how strong they are. How much spiritual work can you do to prove how strong you are? That was a little tidbit for someone that I know who's off climbing mountains. We're jumping off mountains. Another 2,000 friends that I know jumping off mountains. No, you guys are amazing. There's a community out there that exemplifies what it means to live fully and wholly and trust in the universe. And it's a worldwide community. I'm referring to a specific hobby, But I believe that this community exists with all hobbies because it's the hobbies and resonating that bring us together. And it was a beautiful journey to witness and to be welcomed into that community. And at the moment, I have retreated from that community. And I feel like it has hurt and offended a lot of people, but also they're such great people. They know and understand that people take their own paths. And I needed them as a foundation. That was a stepping stone. I had to say yes to that choice to level up. And the moment that I'm able to, I'm going right back. Like it is find the resonant, find the string of vibration in, okay, have you ever looked at a sun ray? Has it ever been weird to you that it's such a laser? It's not like in general sight, it's floodlight. But if you ever noticed a sun ray, it's like a string. It's very straight. And each one of those, I feel like, is the choice of a parallel reality or a future that we don't, checking the microphone, and a future that we have the opportunity to say yes to. And so I imagine each little sunray being that radio dial, and we just got to tune our energy to it. Right. And these last few years have been exponential growth for me. And in long and short, the things that come into my mind is I became a mother at 16 years old, pregnant at 15, mother at 16. I didn't get the experience that other people get to enter the adult world without, with like when you're responsible for another human being, you don't have the emotional and spiritual freedom to go do what you want, to go have fun, to go be yourself. And you do, but like you kind of don't. It's hard. You have more obstacles to overcome. And really, I took many choices that weren't the leveling up. I took many choices that I saw were the level down choice. And I think like in my soul, that's one of those things coming full circle of my whole life. In my soul, I said to myself, I know this is going to end bad, but I want to experience it. It's like when you're learning a new hobby, your first time is probably going to end bad. Are you going wakeboarding? That's what I'm thinking of. My first time wakeboarding, it ended bad. I got back to the boat and then they said, it's okay to let go of the rope before you drowned. Okay. It ended bad the first time. I knew it was going to end bad. And I didn't know it, but I don't know how to swim. I'm not a water person. Chances are it was going to end bad. Okay. But then we tried again and I stood up and I did it and then I did it and I was like, wow, that was really cool. And then I couldn't do it again. I don't remember if it got cold. We took turns, whatever. But it was like, I think I had maybe 2 to 4 like I remember falling once. I remember getting up once. There might have been a couple, like 1 or 2 falls, but really it was okay. Sidetrack. Example. Find the part in your heart that resonates to the sunbeam that it's resonating with at that time. Right? If your goal is a sunbeam that's a mile away, whatever, don't worry about that one. Worry about your very next step. And you have a choice to take the next step that's going to get you closer to your chief aim, or you have a choice that's going to give you more lessons and prolong the end result. And I say prolong because if you have this burning in your bones, there's no way you're giving up. If you're watching my videos and any of this resonates with you, I can tell you right now, you will spend the rest of your life aiming to satisfy that vibration in your bones that wants to resonate to the sunbeam that is our source energy and wants us to connect and resonate with it. I really don't know what those words were that just came out of my mouth. I'm excited to go back and watch this video. This video, there's moments when the downloads start coming and I feel really rushed to hurry and get the video going and press play. And one of the signs is my body will get really hot, and then this is kind of weird, but then like I get this odor of BO that's like it just gets worse until the video starts and this flow and energy comes through. It is insane. We are absolutely not what we were told. We are not these physical beings of whatever. We are, but it's like the physicality is created by something deeper and more magnificent and more invisible. So it takes more discernment to understand how to do all this. And by do all this, I mean alchemize life. While we're on that subject, let's talk about Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Let's talk about Earth. I'm going to pause for a moment. There are so many facets to this reality that meditation really is the best answer. Compared to any studying of anything, sitting in meditation and feeling that silent oneness is better than anything. I say that as a preface because any rabbit hole that you take of knowledge that has come from humans on this planet, or just anything on the internet, anything from books, anything's been passed down, anything that is from external can be manipulated by your energy, by other people's energies, either other main characters or NPCs or the dark side, or there's everything out there is a projection of everything inside. And this is where everything just gets too big for the human brain to really grasp the toroidal effect of it all. Do you know a toroidal? Like think of like an apple. If you look at the energy of an apple, how it's like, it's going out. I'm sure you've seen the thing. I'm sure you've seen a picture. If you're on my channel, I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna. If you don't, go Google it. Okay, pause, flip the app, go Google it. It's a shape of energy. Recycling energy. And everything out there can be a projection of what's in here. So if you want to know what's out there, you just have to close your eyes and focus on what's in here. But also you can't focus on what's out there because it will change the moment that you go in here. And I do believe that how many billions of people do they say are on the planet? Have I met billions of people? No, but I have met thousands of people. And I know my energy has connected to millions of people. So with that, the train of thought, energy connection, there's so much influence and everyone's on their own personal reality. Like when I think of all the wars and things that are going on and how some people are so involved in the politics and everything, like they are literally living a completely different reality than I am. And I am trying to live a reality where that stuff doesn't really exist. And is that bad that I'm like, oh, it doesn't exist, when like it really does? Like people probably really are dying and starving. But God didn't place me in the forefront to face those battles. God put me here in the middle of the desert in Moab, Utah. I have to drive 2 hours one way, total 4 hours, plus lunch, plus gas, plus, whatever, just to go to a Walmart, just to buy a dress from a Dillard's, just to get makeup from an Ulta. Okay, God has placed me here for whatever this battle is. And it is not my duty to focus on worldly problems outside of my control. Can I send them energy? Yes. Can I visualize a world where that's not needed and maybe visualize solutions that I can put into the ethereal realm to flow across the world to be deposited into someone else's brain where they can solve the problem? I can't believe I just said that. I hope you followed that, Because every time you look at the clouds, know that your thoughts are going up to those clouds and getting sprinkled across this paradigm that is Earth. This weird energy thing that we're all in here together. The more you dig, the weirder it gets. And the weirder it gets, the more everything is contradictory and nothing makes sense. And that's where oneness comes in. That's why I've turned to God. I turned to universe first. Okay. First, I was naturally neutral. Then through the forcing of religion, I became more or less satanic / atheist. And but through this Satanism, I remember it's kind of all vague to me now because it's a whole different life. But I do remember it teaching of the self God. It taught you to be selfish. And that was actually a really good thing for me because I mean, I'm a mother. Selfishness is not what mothers do. So, and I'm the youngest of 5 kids. Selfishness, I didn't have the liberty to be selfish in a way. Maybe I did. I throw fits. I act like a child. That's another video. Red flags personalities. Lost the train of thought. I think I glanced at the time. I was like, wow, this has been going on for a while. I hope this wasn't 21 minutes of rambling. But it was very flowy. So I trust that whatever came out meant to come out. I did lose my train of thought there, but I'm going to pick it back up to a train of thought that was about 15 minutes ago. Mother Earth is talking to us. This is where I was going with the inner world, outer world. I am at a place where emotionally I turn to nature for solace. And nature is on fire right now, so I can't go outside into nature because I can't breathe. It's affecting my throat chakra. It makes it hard to talk. My throat's all scratchy. The smoke out there is hard. It hurts my eye. Like to go and hike and be in nature and hugged by nature and the silence and space. Oh my God, the space of nature. But it's clouded by smoke from fires that are not normal for this area. More and more fires and earthquakes, all these earthquakes and volcanoes. These videos are typically timeless, except for the fact that we are in unprecedented times. And every day, more and more things are happening that humans have not, I won't say humans, that we in our generations are going to be very shocked to have these things happening during our times of being alive. And this energy that is Earth is us. So as these things are happening among Earth, that is us speaking up. Because we've been speaking up through the internet, which is a very young thing. The internet, I remember when my first child was born and internet was there for chat rooms and email very vaguely. Not, I mean, maybe MSN News, not so, like, it wasn't there yet, right? Finding a baby name was done in a book from a library still, except the book was in a box in the back of grandma's house. This is why being 40 and over is great, because we have seen the development of all this. And we were raised seeing the red flags. We were brought into adulthood speaking up. And now we are coming into our cycles of completion. That's what middle age is we've gone through all the cycles astrologically to learn from all the different planets, all the different zodiacs. And now we're fighting back. And our voices on the internet haven't been loud enough, that we are tapping into the earth. We are using the earth to speak for us. People say the earth is trying to speak for us, but it's a circle. We are connected to the earth. So as you're filled with rage, also keep in mind what you feel inside is outwards. As you feel the inside, the rage inside, if you don't integrate and talk to that rage manifests out there as the wars. That rage manifests as the pollution of our food system. That rage manifests as earthquakes and volcanoes. So, as we beg for world peace, beg for peace inside yourself, because that anger and rage and injustice that you are feeling in is being radiated outwards and also being a part of everything that is happening. And I had goosebumps that entire time because I was thinking about one time in a video, I was like, wow, all this stuff on Earth is happening. Sorry about that, guys. Must be me creating it, because it is. Our inner projections are the outer project. Like it's all connected, and it just gets weirder and weirder. This is probably the craziest video I've ever done. This is a video, if I were to stop and think right now what I just said for this video, it is source speaking. This is so beautiful that we get to be here and have these conversations and witness these things come to life. Witness our emotions come to life externally. Those volcanoes and earthquakes, that is us erupting. Mother Earth is trying to connect to our heart chakras. And I think it's working. It's getting people's attentions. These times are unprecedented. When they say if you want to change the world, you change yourself first. Absolutely. 300%. 333% change yourself first. Okay. I am not sure how many times I have felt called to stop this video. I think this is probably the third time now, and it kept going. So I probably really do have to get ready for work. Work. This is my work. This is my work. I could spend all day talking and making videos, because there really is a lifetime of insight that I know others can benefit from. Billions of people out there, someone can benefit from it. And if my life is spent talking to a camera, releasing all this information that I feel called to do, well, that's the life that I feel called to do. Unfortunately, gracefully, I have been blessed with a job in an air-conditioned office. Job just over broke. I have been blessed with the opportunity to go to a building that has air conditioning, and anybody can just walk in and be in my energy circle. And this opportunity allows for monies to go to my bank account so I can pay for the house and the car and the medical bills and the insurance. And maybe one day buy a better tripod that the camera is not crooked all the time. I am so blessed to be able to pay my bills. For that, I am grateful. Well, this is by far the weirdest video I've probably done. So if you've watched it, let me know which part of this resonated with you. Very curious. My name's Deb. I'm here to share the human experience, help others with their human experience. Make sure you Like, comment, subscribe, share, things for the algorithms. Honestly, the commenting's great. Let me know what resonated. Let me know. You are the collective energy. And just by watching this, I can tap into it. So that's fine. But commenting and liking is great for the algorithms. Sharing is even better because that's how we awaken the most people. And that's what this is about. The more people that we can get that tune inside to project a beautiful world outside, we'll create the new earth. And that's what we're here for. So definitely share. Subscribe, sure. Let's see. Minutes. Watch. Watch minutes are good. That's let's just spread the word, Take it all in. Don't forget to meditate. Bless your water. Look at the sun. Pick which sun ray you would like to be a part of. And follow your heart until you merge with that sun ray. But don't follow the light, because that means death. We're not looking to die. And when we want to die, if you're depressed, that's just your soul saying you're not ready to die yet. You want to live. And that's why it hurts, because you're not living right now. Whatever you're doing right now, there's something in your life where you are disconnected from that sun ray that that resonates with you. There's something off and your body feels it, and your body just wants to get back on track. It's not that you want to die, it's that you want to live. You want to feel that resonance. Man, I just want to keep going. So much good stuff is coming in today, you guys. That sigh was a sigh of sadness. I do always say follow your heart. And when we put our bodies in physical locations that our heart doesn't want to be in, it takes a lot of patience and faith. I've quit jobs before on leaps of faith, and the last time I did it, I failed, and I don't have a safety net. So until God is ready I'm ready. I'm ready. I have no self-doubt. I know who I am. I know what I'm here to do. I'm done pretending. I don't need to perform. I don't need a mask. I am feisty. I have amazing red flags where I overreact. And I say that because it's where sometimes I'm not appreciated in the environment I am in, because I don't tolerate lower energies. And it's interesting that they even come within my vibration, because, like, why? Why do you need to be in my vibration? If I'm not resonating with you, why are you here? And then the human me overreacts, and sometimes I match their energy. When they're yucky, I get yucky back. Working on it. Human. 3333 when I said that. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bless your water. Bless your heart. Bless everything you're grateful for. Cheers.